World Cup qualifying campaign returns over in Europe with 2 nations already over the line. But who's going to join them? We'll take a look next. That's right, folks. Back once again in a prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 9, part 3. That's right, of course, we're wrapping up match number 9 right here, right now. And we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe and get your bang out today. Like all things world football related, Black and Rose related, world football related. We're going to all hear, boys. Under one Ruskies. Denmark, Germany are through. Who's going to join them? We'll have a little look in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VRPs. They are the Patreons. So, big shout out to you guys and thank you for your support. And of course, if you're interested, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Robercy. So here we go then. Of course, recap the matches that involved the nations that will be taking place on, of course. So this is match day number 8 or something like part 2, something like that. It's a combination of part 1 and part 2 together. So here we go. So Bulgaria against Northern Ireland ended up as a 2-1 win. I got with a 2-1 win myself, so not too shabby there. Lithuania did lose to Switzerland 4-0 on the night. Denmark picked up a 1-0 win, just a 1-0 win over Austria to go through to already through to the World Cup in Qatar. Scotland edged closer to the runners-up spot with a 1-0 win over the Faroes. Israel did beat Moldova 2-1 win in the end. And Albania did lose to Poland. I went with a win for Albania. I went with a shock. England could only duke it out to a 1-1 draw against Hungary. Is that right? Is that right? Did I get that right? Let me just Google that for a second because I don't know. I don't really believe. Am I believing that right? I believe I am right. It was a draw in bloody Wembley. Goodness gracious me. Meanwhile, of course, San Marino did lose to Andorra. That's right, 3-0 in the end. Goodness gracious me. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, it did okay on those, of course, but we're not really fussed about that. This is, of course, the results of the Prediction League for 8.2. Of course, the results are in. Patrick Wack got himself 9. Paul Byrne also got 9. And then the chasing pack with 8, of course, and Russell Frost. Now, this is you've already seen part 1, you already know Costas K is leading at the moment with 150 points to the board, so well done to him with Master Fighter and Hansworst as well. Going to continue on in through these matches, of course, all the way through to the final match day, and of course into the qualifying, the playoffs later on. So this will keep on going for a little bit longer, even though Costas K has got a nice, comfortable lead. But you've got to keep up the coattails with him. Anyway, so let's recap the groups. Of course, Serbia in command in Group A with Portugal. Got it all to do. Game in hand, though. Sweden and Spain is going to be a nice finish to this group as we'll wrap it up in a couple of days' time. Group C sees Italy yet over the line up against Switzerland, who have yet to taste defeat as well. I think they'll be locking horns in one of the matches as well. Kicking on forward, it'll be France as well in command. They're looking good at the moment in Group D. Belgium also just about there in Group E. Denmark are there. Of course, Scotland, of course, trying to secure their spot in the playoffs, of course. Doing okay for themselves now, Scotland. Just 1 defeat so far, but they've got to take on Denmark. So let's go back here a second. So they've got 4 points because they're going to lose to Denmark for sure. They'll just need to beat Moldova. Beat Moldova, they'll secure the deal. Anyway, up against Netherlands, they are 2 points clear of Norway and Turkey, but that is not smart home and homes just yet. Difficult outcome to this one, so 1 of 3 nations could go through there. Russia and Croatia duke it out still in Group H, and of course England yet to get over the line yet. At of course that draw against Hungary has put the cat amongst the pigeons, of course, for them. Kicking off forward though into Group J, Germany are there, Romania, North Macedonia, and Armenia duking it out for Group J. Let's get into it though. Of course, looking forward to these matches. Hopefully you guys are too. So let's get into the game then. Of course, kicking off forward with Italy. They're going to be taking on La Suisse, of course, taking place on the 12th of November. Now, these two sides have played 15 times since 1954. 6 wins for Italy, 2 wins for Switzerland, 7 draws. Of course, Italy comes to of course, just 1 defeat past 67% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Switzerland also comes to just 1 defeat past 6 games, 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around, these two sides played each other. Was it in Switzerland back in September 2021? It was a 0-0 draw. However, they also played each other in the Euros. It was a 3-0 win in Italy back in June. So back-to-back clean sheets for Italy on this one. Heading into this one, of course, Italy did beat Belgium in the Nations League 3rd place playoff spot last round. Of course, Switzerland did beat Lithuania 4-0 on this one. Tight one, this one. Could go either way, really. Could Switzerland look good? It could be a draw. A draw would not favour Italy, but I'm going to go with the hosts on this one at home, 3-0 win, hopefully with some fans behind them cheering them on. And that will probably seal the deal and get themselves through, you'd think. Next, of course, we have Northern Ireland taking on Lithuania over in Northern Ireland. Played each other 1 time since 2021. 1 win for Northern Ireland, nothing for Lithuania, and 0 draws. Of course, Northern Ireland come to this back-to-back defeats, there, 42% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Lithuania just 1 win and 17% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, they played each other in Lithuania. It was a 4-1 win for Northern Ireland. That was back in September. Of course, Northern Ireland did lose to Bulgaria, a bit of a banana skin there. Of course, Lithuania also lost the Swiss last round. Of course, looking forward to this one, of course. Who's going to be in charge? I'm going to go with the Northern Ireland on this one. Bounce back ability, 2-1 win for them to take to the house. Next, of course, on Moldova. They're going on Scotland. Must-win game for Scotland on this one on the 12th. Of course, over in Moldova. Now, these two sides have played each other 3 times since 2004. Nothing for Moldova, 2 for Scotland, and 1 draw. Of course, Moldova comes just 1 win and 17% form for them right now. Scotland 4 wins in the bounce, 67% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, over in Moldova was a 1-1 draw. That was back in October 2004. Of course, Scotland comes to back-to-back wins though over Moldova and haven't conceded a goal since 2004. Of course, Moldova did lose to Israel last round. Of course, Scotland had a narrow away win, 1-0 win as well. They've actually got back-to-back clean sheets on the road for Scotland heading into this one. I've got to go with Scotland on this one, 2-0 win. Be brave, go for it. Of course, if they get the win here, there should be the reserve nailed on for that runners-up spot. Kicking on forward though, what do we have next? Of course, we have Denmark up against Faroes. Of course, the Danish are there. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 4 times since 1994. Was the Denmark, nothing for Faroes, and 0 draws. Coming into this one, 5 wins and the bouts for Denmark, 83% form for them right now. Meanwhile, the Faroes, 2 wins the past 4 games, 33% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, over in Denmark was a 4-0 win. That was back in October 2020. And the first fixture of this match, of course, just ended up with a 1-0 win for the Danes over in the Faroe Islands. Of course, the Faroes did lose to Scotland last round. Of course, Denmark picked up a 1-0 win over Austria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clean sheets on the bouts for Denmark. They haven't conceded a goal since that European semi-final against England. I'm going to go with a 5-0 win. Going big on this one. Of course, as they flex their muscles and show off what they've got in their locker. Next, of course, we have Austria. They're going to be taking on, of course, Israel. In Israel's outside hope of that runners-up spot. Played for the 5 times in 1998. 1 win for Austria, 3 wins for Israel, and 1 draw. Of course, Austria comes in 33% form, just 2 wins in the past 6 games. Up against Israel's side, just 2 defeats in the past 5 games for them. 50% form for them at the moment. Last time around, of course, only Austria was a 3-1 win for Austria back in October 2019. Last time played of course, in the reverse fixture was back in September and was a 5-2 win for Israel. Of course, look at the last time around. Of course, Israel did beat Moldova, of course, and Austria did lose to Denmark. Of course, no odds on this one. I'm going to go with a win there for Austria on this one to end. That actually would end Israel's hopes of getting into that runners-up spot. And I might do Scotland a favour on this one. Anyway, kicking on forward, it'll be Andorra up against Poland, and it must probably nailed on away win, I think, on this one. But let's take a look at it anyway. Of course, now these two sides have played each other. This actually puts a bit of cat amongst the pigeons here. Anyway, they played each other 2 times since 2012. 2 wins and a 2 for Poland, of course. They come to this also 5 games unbeaten, picking up 4 wins and a draw to boot. Up against Andorra, just actually 3 defeats the past 4 games, 42% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, over in Poland was a 3-0 win for Poland. That was back in March 2021. I think that was the reverse fixture. Of course, Andorra did beat San Marino last round. Of course, Poland did beat Albania on the road last round. Of course, coming at you though, Poland should win this one. I'm going to go with a 4-0 win over Andorra on this one. So that would make it a little bit spicy on this one because England do have a tricky match up against Albania. It's not necessarily a guaranteed win, but anyway, they played each other just 1 time since 2021. England coming to 67% form for them right now, winning 3 and drawing 2 in the last 5. As for Albania, just 1 defeat the past 4 for them, 50% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, was in Albania, was a 2-0 win for England on the road. Of course, England did draw with Hungary last time, 1-1 draw. Meanwhile, Albania just narrowly lost against Poland 1-0, of course, and they did beat Hungary. They've also beaten they actually beat Hungary back-to-back on this one. Could be tight. Let me just have a quick look at the group stages here. So Albania are 3rd. I'm going to have to open it up a little bit here and have a little look at the full group. I just want to see what the likelihood of an upset here would be. The point situation, a win for Poland would see them go above England. So if England drew, they'll be on 21 points. It'll still be tough, and I think they've got an easy game. So England should be fine regardless of this one. But I'm going to go with the 2-0 for England on this one to take it to the house. And of course, finally, is Hungary up against San Marino. Of course, Hungary have faltered in the past few matches, taking on San Marino. Of course, nailed on home when you think on this one. Those are the 5 times 2002, 5 was Hungary, and nothing for San Marino, and 0 draws. Biggest win for Hungary over San Marino was an 8-0 win. They come to just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form for them right now. San Marino haven't won forever, of course, 0% form for them at the moment. Last time around, of course, in Hungary was an 8-0 win, so maybe we'll get something like that as well. Of course, last time around, though, in Hungary did draw with England 1-1, of course, and San Marino did lose to Andorra 3-0. Going to go with a win, though, for Hungary, 5-0 win. Not as big as last time, but of course, enough to do what they do. Anyway, that's my picks, boys. Be sure to get your picks in as well using the code. That is, of course, here, WC22€. So, of course, cut the WC Euro. Get involved. It is, of course, free to enter. A bit of fun. Of course, you could be top of the pops next time around when I see you. When, of course, we'll come back for match day number 10. I think part 2, part 1, whatever it is. But, of course, be sure to get your picks in. Of course, and look, make sure you bang the old thumbs up as well. Give it some love in. Smash your thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. And, of course, check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and, of course, Patreon as well. Make sure you check those out. We're trying to get the numbers up there. But until then, folks, I'll see you soon. Until then, folks, we are done.